Until someone pulls down the bash source code and writes some C code to make their own loadable plugin, it's not going to work the way we want it. So we would need someone crazy enough to do that. All right, so today we're going to write a web server purely in bash. Okay, what do I mean by pure bash? I mean no external commands. We're not just going to fork out and start Nginx and be like, oh, we wrote a bash script. It's one line. No, that doesn't count. Okay, you know, people are like, oh, I wrote this Python program that does all this machine learning, and then you look at the code. It's like from machine learning import do task, and it's like I think someone else made that code. Okay, so with that out of the way, let's talk about our goals today. Our goals today is to have a single file bash script. That is a bash script in one little file that we can execute, a couple hundred lines, maybe. We'll see. I want a single file that I can execute and it will serve HTML files or any sort of files out of a directory. So I wanted to do directory listing. I wanted to be able to serve binary and text files, and I wanted to be able to listen on an arbitrary port, on an arbitrary address, and serve out an arbitrary directory. That is my goal, and my goal again is to not use any external utilities. I don't even want this thing forking and execing anything. I want this thing to just be in pure bash. It can fork, but I don't want it to exec a different process. So we should not be calling cat, ls, netcat, socat, none of that stuff. It should be all built into bash. So let's get started. All right, so first thing we're gonna do here, let's go into my dev directory. This is where I do my development work, and we will do a makedir bash web server. All right, let's go in there, and let's vim bash web server, and this will be our script. This is where the web server will live. Okay, so now we have a simple file called bash web server here. Let's go ahead and make this executable. We can go ahead and run that file, and look at that, nothing happens. That's great. At the end of